Yo, what's going on, everybody? We about to get into this Leo energy, you heard? And I may cuss, but I don't curse. Shout out to everybody who just newly subscribed. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all. And of course, I appreciate everybody who's been there as long as you've been here with. You know what I'm saying? Much gratitude. Much gratitude. Um, this is gonna be a 4 card draw today. You heard, for the Leo energy. I ain't gonna hold you long. Pause. Um, we're doing outcomes. Pause. But we are. So get ready for that. But this is for the Leo energy. The cross watch is included. You know what I'm saying? Also, the people who want to know how and where to apply Leo energy in your chart, you're all welcome. This is the place to be. What else I got going on? Same thing applies when you're trying to get in contact with me. Let's go to the description box. The link will take you to the website. Scroll down, you'll see the rates, the current rates. Had to up the rates, y'all. I was getting a little, I was getting flooded. You know what I mean? But I expected that. And I ain't even gonna hold you. But everything's been going great. Everything's been going well. I appreciate all of the support, all of you who support me out there. And with that being said, let's get these cards read, right? Because we feel like does it sound like I'm getting sentimental, touchy, a bit emotional? Maybe. I don't know. But I've also got to develop the new style of reading. You'll see. I'm going to just do it. So, this is the situation at hand. The Fool. This is the obstacle for the Leo energy. The 3 of Wands. This is the action recommended for the Leo energy. The Hermit in reverse. And lastly, this is the outcome if that Hermit in reverse action recommended is taken. Strength. All right, this is a powerful reading already. We got 3 major arcana out on the board. Let's unpack this. So you see how I brought out all the cards, right? So I gotta have a bigger picture to step back and look at and just be able to interpret from the whole entire thing instead of doing it one by one, right? So let me see. All right, give me a second here to unpack this. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here, right? So there's been this you want to be a fool at things. Like literally, you want to be a fool. You want to act a motherfucking fool. All right? But in a way that's along the lines of freeing yourself up. So you might even be breaking free of something. This is not for all of y'all. But for some of y'all are breaking free from something anyway. So this is just like the perfect vibe to be in. For others of you, this is just how you want to be. You know, you don't want to be dependent on anything right now. You just want to be free to be you. Understandable. Not only that, you may also be impressed by someone else that you see being them. And I don't mean influenced, I mean impressed. Like, oh, that's impressive, you know? And it's just, well, I guess you could say it's influenced, but it's not like you're influenced by exactly what they do. It's more about the way that they carry themselves that has you influenced by them. But like I said, it's more along the lines of being impressed by them. And there's a feeling of adventure in the air for you, you know? And you're not worrying about any type of consequential actions, consequences or repercussions from you being more carefree of an individual. This may have been inevitable anyway. I'm seeing like this was in the cards anyway, but it got something to do with timing. But when you're looking to do this, it's like you know you're going to do this or behave in this type of way, but you don't even know when exactly. No one's going to know. It's just going to be shocking. You're just going to leap out and do it. Now, the obstacle, however, is you got plans on moving. I don't know how far you're going, but it's moving. And you're planning on it. And what I'm getting is you haven't thought it through all the way. You haven't And not only all the way, you haven't thought it through correctly in how it pertains to you, how that move is going to pertain to you. And I mean wholeheartedly. Like, I'm not trying to force astrology on you, but have you done an astrocartography chart? You know, have you seen the numerology of you in that chart? You know, places where you go, they might not be the most welcoming or have the best fortune for you because of these things that you can detect beforehand. You get what I'm saying? But you might see pictures and got a friend somewhere and you're like, oh yeah, lower state tax. I'm fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's an obstacle for you right now. Because, and not for nothing, I get that, this is interesting that this comes up, but not for nothing, I get that you worked for it, like you earned this. You earned the right to be able to say, hey, you know what? I got the money built up to make my money stretch the way that I want to make it stretch. So if the economy is fluctuating and acting funny, I'm moving accordingly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to squander my wealth because, you know, I don't know, government knows I got it, so I'm going to just sit here like a fucking, you know, like a fucking duck. You're like, nah, fuck that. I'm out. I'm moving abroad. But it's an obstacle position. I just want to put emphasis on that. And I'm going to unpack it more of how that could be. Because the action recommended is saying the hermit in reverse. So what I'm getting is that fool energy that you want to break out and be free from. I think that move has something to do with that as well. So that's going to amplify it. Like, oh yeah, I'm free. I could shake my ass. I could do this. I could go give out community dick in the new community. Whatever it is that floats your boat, whatever you do, right? And what that's saying inadvertently is that there's something missing. And it's something about yourself that you're missing here. That you haven't taken the time to even be with yourself, to deal with yourself enough to make that move. The Hermit card in reverse is saying you should go within for a while. You should practice some loneliness. And this can sound ass backwards. This can sound like, well, what do you mean? Well, because you can become paranoid, right? You can restrict yourself so much with the Hermit in reverse that you become paranoid. But how many conversations have you had? Well, I know I've had. So I'm going to keep it on me, right? I've had conversations with people, and I can attest to how paranoia has kept people alive. Has kept people alive, and that's a large word to use. Alive, breathing, because they're paranoid. Because they don't trust everything. Oh yeah, sale tax is low. Come on by. Come on, get a resident. You know, we'll welcome you with open arms. And then the next thing you know, you're hearing shootouts every motherfucking night. I know y'all seen them skit videos going around and, oh, rent is $450 a month. They got guns big as the military out that motherfucker. I'm just saying. So the action recommended is saying to go within, spend some time with yourself, figure out yourself totally. And that may have something to do with the foresight and the planning to say, well, maybe I'm looking at this totally wrong. Maybe I could utilize my skills and my talents in a way that actually is beneficial to my surroundings. Sometimes the answer is right in front of you, or the dream, the destiny, the benefits is right in front of you, right under your nose, but you're like, because you're so used to being caught up in things that hold you down. And the outcome, should you take that action recommended, is strength. Because this is what I'm also feeling as well. The Fool energy is like hanging out, rubbing shoulders, going out with friends, going out with family and stuff like that, and just letting your freak flag fly. That's a fucking tongue twister, but I said it right, didn't I? And what that's telling me is that there's a sense of impulsivity about yourself that is doing that out of spite. Like flipping the bird to the man, like, fuck you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put in my time, or, you know, I paid my dues, and, you know, it's time for me to live a little. And it's like, okay, yeah, you go out and you live a little and everything, but that would be the strength card in reverse. Not having control of that anima, right? You want to control that anima. You want to balance it out. The outcome would be you have more of a femininity to you. This is males included. Don't get all crazy. Fuck, there's a feminine side to you, man. Like, the fuck? Because I know some of y'all are like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, think about it, I'd say. Until next time, I'm out.